Hello everybody, this is Daniel Shares with YouTube, and I want to give a couple of tips, a couple of heads up. I've been fishing on the Rivulet, but I wasn't streaming. I was actually watching another YouTuber's video, KP Shimino. He has some good videos, but they're all in Russian. Most of them are tips. They're not him fishing around. He kind of just explains to you where to go, what to use, and this and that. And so I learned a couple of things, and some things are just stuff that I want to tell you. First of all, I thought I was buying a new rod, but I ended up buying the wrong type. Let's take a quick look-see over here. Okay, it's loading. Let's just wait for it to load. Let's go to rods. Maybe it'll load faster. Alright, so I was gonna switch over to Bolognese rods, which let you basically float fish, right? Which this lets you float fish, but this is just tied to the tip. This lets you float fish, but you can put a reel on it. So I thought I was gonna buy this, but I ended up buying a casting rod by mistake, and I spent 25 gold on that, and I lost all my gold. Our Express Fish Sorrento, or maybe I was gonna buy a feeder rod. I don't know, or a match rod. Anyways, I wanted to buy. I think match rods is what I wanted, really. I don't think I can use feeder rods. Yeah. I'm trying to buy a new rod because I'll need to do two bottom fishing rods. So anyways, in my head I was thinking casting to cast out the bobber. So I ended up buying this rod instead, and I spent my money on that. So just be careful on the reels that you buy, the rods, because if you come here, you can get easily confused. So click up here, make sure you read the name. This lets you fish with a float. This lets you fish with a float. This does not. This does not, and that's so fucking confusing on why they did it that way. This lets you fish at the bottom. Picker rods, I'm not too sure what the heck that is. Wingate picker, unbelievable. I have no idea what the hell that is. Picker rods, no idea. This lets you fish with a float. This lets you fish with a lure, and this lets you fish with on the bottom. This is the biggest. These are the strongest rods that you can get in the game. 60 gold, and that's stupid expensive. Anyway, so I just bought another cheapo $8 reel. They work wonders, really. So the second thing that I wanted to talk about was string. According to what a developer had said, and that's what I learned on the KP Shimino video, was that you should look at your max drag and double the drag for your string. So for example, the max drag on this basic spinning rod is 3. So you should use, you could use 12 pounds, which is what I do. I use 12 pounds on it anyways. And it tells you on the rod how much it'll hold. 12 pounds is 0.28. It'll actually only hold about 101 meters of string. So yeah, just use that as a basics. Even though it says 5.5, you can actually hold double. So 5.5 string. You could actually do 24 pound string on that. I don't recommend it. What I ended up doing instead was just buying braid that was twice as long, and I have over 400 meters of string. All my fishing gear So when I'm fishing, even though the fish can take off running as far as he fucking wants, that's 900 feet. That's almost 1,000 and something feet that he has to go. And at my level 12, I'm not catching anything that's going to go that far before getting tired. All right. So next thing I wanted to talk about was hooks. The better the hook, the less chances of fish getting away. So if you start having it, because a lot of, like, if you're like me, you have a ton of these. They're only 1.5. Once you start catching more fish, you'll notice that they start getting off. So the first thing you want to do is step up your hook type. If you notice, these are just basic U's. This one has bait holders. These started having strange shapes. Look at what it says up here, thin hooks. When it says thin hooks, these are for like worms. These are for like fishing on the bottom because they're curved as well. What it does is you put your worm on it, and this is bent right here at a slight angle. So when the fish puts it in his mouth, it's laying flat on the ground, but the hook part is actually sticking up. So if you think about like an S, and then you twist the S in the middle and you put it flat, one side is going to be sticking up and one side has a hook, and so it increases your striking. So we're at 2.5. That's why these started having stranger shapes. These are bigger. They have a bigger U. Yeah, those are probably for like balls and stuff because they have a bigger U. Those are pretty good for worms too, the size. But then you start getting to these funnier shapes. Some of these are better for on the bottom because the shape looks kind of weird, right? Like an oval. Those are still 2.5. So these are for like floating, because when you're floating, it doesn't matter about the shape. These are for when it's laying flat on the ground, right? And the better the U, you see how this one kind of has a U like that. You see how this one's almost straight up right here, and then it curves, because this is hanging straight down and this is sticking up, and the fish comes from the side. He sucks it into his mouth, and you're gonna jam it upwards. So as you know how, look, just this one is perfect example right here. The deadly hook. You see how that hook is actually pointed all the way over here. So when the fish hooks it, the shape causes it to stick to the side of the mouth. I mean, that's how it's like in real life. So they were talking about use these. These are gonna be good until you get to the very end. I can't afford these, but if you're killing it, all you need is level 10. These are 3.5. These are gonna be your best. This is for carp fishing, bottom fishing. This is for fishing with a bobber. You see how the shape is? The shape is more like a J, and the shape of these are kind of oblong, like a D or something, like it's rounded, like these crazy shapes. Yes, there's a reason for that. These, on the other hand, these are for big fish. They look how thick they are. They're super thick, and they have this little thing right here to hold the bait. Yeah, so they have these are for the very big fish. This is something I'd use to go fish in the ocean. This bent right here, usually you put the string down here, and then you loop it around here, and you pull the string out, you flip it around, and then you tighten it up, and the string goes straight up here, and right here there's string, and it makes a super tight knot that the fish can't get out of. Yeah, these are definitely bottom fishing rods for bottom fishing. There's no coming out of that. This is meant for bait, like you like put cut bait and stuff on here. Anyways, just look at the hook quality. For now, I've been doing fine with 2.5, but I'm thinking about kicking it up. These are for fishing other stuff, and I actually need to step up to these, because I have lost a couple fish here. I bought these, I still don't know how to use them, and this is for bait fishing as well. You see how the hook is all weird? Yeah. Anyways, just make sure to buy a better hook if you're losing more fish. So the last thing I wanted to talk about is not actually there. We're gonna have to go. Well, that's not the last thing. I still have a couple other things. I still want to talk about bottom fishing, where to go, and little tricks that I was shown about the bread and stuff. So you come over here to the store, buy yourself a shovel, save yourself up some money for that 30 right there. That's all you really need. Later on, we'll slowly but surely we'll get stuff, but save the money, buy yourself a shovel, and then come over here to the grocery store. Uh, Save some. I was eating sausages, but I learned a nice trick about threaded loaf, and so I've been buying threaded loaf because I need to start making pearl barley, and pearl barley is really good for this area, and I'm kind of stuck. And if you can find colas, in some places you can find colas, 0.20 for lemonade, 0.28 for the cola. If you can find it, get it. This thing is sold out. You can also buy the cheapest wine. It's $1.51 here. Buy some cheap wine. Buy some spices at Mosquito Lake, and go to the campsite, and you can brew yourself some tea. Brew yourself a mulled wine. That's real good for this area when it starts raining. The tea right here gives you energy. The soda gives you energy. Keep all that in mind. So let's go to the next area that I wanted to show off. So right now it's partly cloudy, and I've basically drained the hotspots, I believe. Because I haven't been able to find anything. So yeah, just follow this river. You're gonna go across the bridge. You're gonna come over here to the inside. So let's just keep going. Oops. So to the left is the Dam Valley, and to the right is this little area right here, beaver pasture. You're gonna come up this hill. Actually, you're gonna come a little bit to the left. You see that tree right there up on the hill. You're in this patch of grass. You're gonna cut to the right of this bush. Right here in this little clearing, you're gonna cut to the right. Right on the side of this bush. Before that piece of grass, this area, we're gonna do some bottom fishing. So let me bring it out, and this is what I've been using. Where is that rod that I bought? Oh, okay. So yeah, I ended up buying a casting rod. I guess eventually I'll need it, but I can't sell it back or anything. So this is what I'm using right now. I ended up. Did I put the new one? No. Yeah. So I got 12-pound line on this, which is double, which it even tells you, but whatever. I'm using the number 10 hook, and now that I think about it, I'm actually using the wrong hook. But whatever, these don't work anymore for me. These aren't doing it. That's probably why you get a rusty hook, because you'll start losing fish constantly. And then we're gonna go with the regular worm. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna face towards the left, and then cast it right in the middle, like 50%, and then just put it down. Reel it up. So the reason you want to cast it to the left is because if you cast it straight, the water kind of pushes it down, and the string gets all jacked up, and you'll miss bites. So the next thing you want to do is you want to press U. You want to equip your shovel, and while you have your bait down, you just walk around, use your shovel, right? Failed. And so you just have to watch out for your energy and your food, and it's real good because now I got a worm, and check out how many worms I got. Let's go down to bait. I have 93 worms because I've been doing this earlier today. So I just walk around a little bit. You could probably just dig over and over in the same spot while you're standing still. But I think different areas, I don't know if the game actually knows, but I think different areas give you different stuff. Every now and then you'll get a red worm, or you'll get 2 worms for one dig. And so you just keep doing that. And you see my energy bars, the lightning keeps going down, keeps going down. So this is what I've been doing. In the meantime, I can hear the bells from pretty far away. And I wanted to get another bobber. I wanted to get a Bolognese rod because I wanted to have 2 out there with worms. One at the top because over here there's fish that swim at the top and fish that swim at the bottom. And I've already kind of learned how to catch both of them while I was not streaming, and I wanted to talk about that. So yeah, so just walk around, do some digging, and it keeps failing and failing. So if you hold T, you come over here to your bread, and you see I have a ton of bread because we need to do other things. We need to start advancing and getting more points. So I'm going to eat a piece of bread. And bread sucks, right? Bread sucks in food-wise. But check this out. So I have 1 piece of bread that has 1/4. That means I can eat it 1 more time. But what I have learned is you go to crafting, you go to the crumb, you come here, and you can use that 1/4 bread to prepare the crumb. And bam, you have bread as bait. And you can see that I've been doing that. I've been eating bread like crazy because I never prepared. I think I've only done it maybe 3 times. So now my hunger is back up. And my energy is back up. So here I go, getting some more worms. So yeah, that's about it. That's about all I've been doing. Just digging worms here. So this area produces some fat, some big fish. So I'm gonna show you the other area. Oh, I actually have a fish. They really didn't take the line like I was expecting. Usually you'll hear a bell, but I guess this guy was just sitting there. So what I like about this area is you'll get all kinds of species of fish. You'll get roaches. I've never even seen this nasi. I have no idea what the hell this is. This is my very first time catching this thing. So yeah, so this side. All right, so yeah, like it's 97 117 if you're looking. It's right in front of this bush. Just come right here, toss it that way, reel it in, but in the middle. So I use the worms on this side, and it's better for me because I'm using worms, which is something that I can keep replacing over and over. But if you want another, what I want to do is you can use corn seed. All right, so I'm gonna put this thing up, and I can have 1 rod here, and all I have to do is just come this way, go right around that big bush. You can even walk around over here, come over this way, and right here, and it says Dam Valley, just throw a rod right here with the corn, right in the middle, and put it down. Reel it in a little bit. Oops. So reel it in a little bit, and then just walk around and pay attention to your bells. Dig for worms, eat bread, and make bread balls, because we need to unlock pearl barley to actually catch species of fish here. On this side of the ridge, pearl barley kills it over there. Actually, it's this way. On this side of the ridge, if you right here behind these bushes, if you use pearl barley over here, you'll catch a white brim, silver brim, that nasi. Man, it's crazy. There's that little area gives you a ton of breeds of fish, and so that's what I was trying to do. I was trying to bottom fish here, and then come over here and just walk around. Come over here, and over here. There's something about it over here. There's a tench, and the tench they freaking love. They love the corn, and not only that, but you'll catch carps. So you can do 2 different species at once, and dig while you walk between them. You know, so you don't get bored of just sitting there if you're like me. And sometimes it's raining and stuff, and your comfort meter goes down or whatever. You can drink tea to warm yourself up, but tea also gives you energy, and soda also gives you energy. So you can drink a soda and go around digging, and your energy goes up, and you don't waste a lot of food. But for me, it's fine because I can just walk around, and then I just eat bread. I just eat bread, and when my energy goes down all the way, I just put the shovel away and I stand still. And if you pay attention, your food goes down, but your energy goes up. So that's how that works. You digest your food, it gives you energy. So food is fuel. Did I not throw a worm over here? Where's my fishing rod? I actually have it in my hand. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'm just gonna come over here, put a worm on it, and just fish it. I'm already at 104 worms. Every now and then you go to the species, and you need to. And I forgot to mess with that. So let's check out the skills. Right here, harvesting, which is what the shovel does. It allows you to make pearl barley, which is why I'm going around like crazy doing it. But eventually you'll be able to harvest other type of stuff. There's a net. There's a shovel / net that you can get, and you can use that in the water to sift through the water to get like eggs out of there, bloodworms and stuff like that. Sometimes it works on the ground, but I think they said that I think he said that it works just on better in the water. So it makes sense. That's why the shape of it looks like a little basket. So you can like skim the water and take the eggs out and use them as bait, whatever. But yeah, that's what I was doing today. Trying to buy a fishing pole and getting worms and stuff. So as a matter of fact, let's come back over here to skills and making bait. So yeah, I need to make ground bait, but this can wait really. Eating the food and digging with shovels is my first thing because I want to get pearl barley. I need to get pearl barley so I can fish on the bottom here with pearl barley and another rod. So yeah, let me just recap real quick. Press T, eat your bread until you have 1 portion left. Go to crafting, use the bread with 1 portion, and prepare the crumb. So basically, in the beginning of the game, you'll basically kill it. Once you get to a certain percentage with the shovel, once you get to a certain percentage of silver, you'll basically be able to get infinite bait so that you can fish. Of course, you'll be stuck fishing for carps and you know, whatever uses worms. Uh, but still, you really don't need to go to the other areas until you have like a thousand silver and stuff anyways. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and end this video. So just to recap again once more, be careful what kind of reels you buy, because then you're going to waste silver and you can't sell, you can't get nothing back. If you're losing fish, it's because your hook quality is bad. Um, there's different types of hooks for different types of baits. The curved ones are for they're called curved shaft hooks. Those are for like bottom fishing, and the straight shank, curved shank hooks are for bottom fishing. Straight shank hooks are for float fishing, because they dangle downwards, so that you want it to be straight, so it presents it better. The curved ones, you want them to lay flat, and the hook kind of twists up into the roof of the fish's mouth. So check your hook quality. If you're missing hooks, if you're missing fish, it's because of your hook quality, and you're probably using the wrong type of hook. If you keep missing fish and you have good hooks, the string, you can use string that's up to double your reel strength. If you're into that, if you need more drag, which I don't, I went for more string versus more weight. Even though on this one it has 12-pound string and it's supposed to hold 6-pound string. So yeah, it just depends. If you're fishing with lures, I recommend having more string, and I'm using braid, so I have a shitload more string. And if you're fishing with weights or a bobber, I recommend doubling the string. Get yourself a shovel as soon as you can, as soon as you feel comfortable, and buy bread. Eat 3 pieces of bread. Use your shovel, and then use the one portion of bread to make breadcrumb, and get your skills up, so that way you can get easy skills. And if you aren't that hungry, you just want an energy boost, you can buy cheap sodas. Drink the cheap soda. The cheap soda gives you just energy instead of food. I think it gives you a little bit of food, but it gives you energy. The tea gives you energy as well in case it's raining, and that will help anyone get up in the levels. Uh, you know, this is just from today, and this is from maybe like an hour. Maybe I think I did like 20 breads, and that's as far as I got. Well, actually, I haven't really been. This is considered bait. It's not ground bait. I haven't been making ground bait for this. I just go to ground bait. I go to mixture, and they sell breadcrumbs. Cracker crumbs. Cracker crumbs only like 20 silver. So I mean 0.2 silver, and that's all it takes. That's what I got down here ready made. Oh, hold on. Let's go over here. So let's just bring this guy up to the surface. Yeah, so, oh, that's a nice one. What in the world is that? Is that another nasty? Alright, let's drop that. Oh, yeah, I also bought, oh, that's a roach. You see how these are nice, fat fishes? Consistently right here, like it's a good spot. You always know the spot is working. Yeah, so just drop it right in the middle. When this spot dries out, I can always go right across here, right around over here, switch over to corn, switch over to the bread, toss it out there. And yeah, that's what I was gonna do. I was actually gonna switch over to bread, toss it out here, fish with a bobber, and try to catch carp, because there's common carps and stuff in there that are hard to get otherwise. Yeah, you can, once we get to pearl barley, I can actually use the ground bait and it'll be more productive than this. This is just worms. Though that's cracker ground bait. So that's what I've been on the mission of. I'm gonna go ahead and end this stream, and well, actually, I'm gonna go ahead and end the video, save it, and then start an actual stream of me just playing Winding Rivulet. So I hope this information helps you guys, and thank you for watching. Have fun.